Today's topic is on MatPlotLib. So this is the plot library. And I want to create a graph for some visual effects. So let's say, for an example, I want to take a look at the CPU percentage usage on my PC or Mac. So let's take a look at that. So in order to do all that stuff, first we need to make sure that those libraries are installed. So first I'm going to install pip install matplotlib, and if it's already installed, it won't do anything. I already have it installed, so I'm just going to go through the motion here. Pip install, let's see here, we need PSUtil. Okay, the PSUtil is going to be the system library, which is where we're going to pull the CPU data. So now that we have all that installed, the first thing to do is to import matplotlib, and we're going to call, let's see, py that, and we're going to call it as plt plot. Okay, we'll just call it plot. Then, so that's for the chart or the graph, and then we need to import the class for the CPU counter. So that is going to be the PSUtil. All right. And first thing we're going to do after we import the classes that we need or the libraries that we need, we're going to create some variables. And so in this case, I have a CPU that is going to be a list, or I'm sorry, is going to be an array. And no, sorry, take that back. Okay, so now we're going to define some variables. So first, I'm going to define a CPU variable of 0. This is going to be my integer. Then I'm going to create a variable, an array, and I'm going to assign it with nothing. Then I'm going to assign the plot.gcf. Let me see here, canvas.set window title single quote after owl. This here is going to be the title of our window. Then I'm going to plt.ion function. What this is saying is I want the interface, the interaction I meant, to be on. So when we run the program, we want to be able to interact with it. So that's what that is. Now we're going to for, let's see, I in range 50. We're going to go through a loop, a for loop that's going to go through 50 times. Okay, and once it goes into 50 times, we want to go into another loop, and that loop is going to be for the CPU counter. All right. So once we go in the loop, we have to use this guy here. Okay, and then now we're going to assign the variable CPU is equal to, we're going to cast this as an integer. If we don't cast it as an integer, it is not in, what was it? Interpretable, I believe that's the word. PSUtil.CPU %. That's what we want. The interval we want to go with every, let's see, interval every 0.4, and then %. Per CPU, we want false. So what this is saying is we're going to go into this library or class, and we're going to use this function. But when we use this function, we want to pause every 0.4 millisecond. That way, it gives us time, or it gives the computer time to capture a value and assign it to this variable. Per CPU, no, I just want the whole entire system CPU. So that's what that is. Then the next thing is we're going to assign the array, and we're going to pen the value of CPU. So now, whatever value this is, we're going to append to the AR array. Okay. So now we get out of that loop, and then we go with plt dot, let's see, plot the variable, right? So here's our data point. So now we're going to plot whatever values that are in here. Then we're going to plt draw the screen, and then we're going to x label, and my x label is going to be seconds. Okay, y label is going to be let's see, CPU usage. Then we're going to pause. If we don't pause, this thing's going to run so fast that you won't even have time to see the output of it. So that's why we need to pause it for a bit, and then we're going to clear screen and refresh the whole entire thing again. So there you have it. That's the script to do all that jazz. Then we're gonna save it. I'm using PyCharm. So with PyCharm, you don't have to save it. It just automatically does it for you. So I'm gonna go down here, and I'm gonna list the directory. And as you can see, here's my file, graph.py. So let's run that and take a look. Python graph.py. Oops, spelled wrong. Okay. python graph.py. So when we have that thing running, my little rocket ship's bouncing up and down. It's getting ready to run. And here it is. So let's go through this. So here's our window. And this window is automatically created by the MatPlotLib library. And the set window title, after all, here's my title. Here's my interaction on, all these little buttons here. So it's going to run through, the loop's going to run 50 times, and it's going to go into the CPU loop. What this is going to do is it's going to loop to 10 times, because I want 10 plots before I even display it, before I even draw it. Okay, so it's going to go in there to give me the 10, then get out, draw the plots, draw my labels, CPU usage and seconds, wait for 0.0001 second, clear the screen, and then start over again. And then this is what you come up with. So why would I use CPU usage? Because as a DBA, I monitor the CPU usage a lot and the memory. So for next example, we're just using CPU so that we can, if we want to, we can kind of put timestamps on here so that we can see, okay, at 12 o'clock today, the CPU spike, usage was, so and so. So I hope this example helps you out. And this is basic, but it gets the job done. Okay. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.